Welcome back to Umineko, Legend of the Golden Witch. In the last part, Maria was saved from the storm by... who was it? Battler, Jessica, George, Rosa, and Cannon. And now we're like, man, who the hell gave her that umbrella? But we're not going to find out. Well, Maria was like, Beatrice, but like, no one believes her, so let's keep going. Once the hors d'oeuvres were set out and Goda showed off his vast store of knowledge, the meal began. A couple casual chats broke out here and there, but they seemed somehow distant. In the silence, the sound of the rain snuck into the dining hall. Oh, I should have ended off there when there was a transition. Kumasawa and Cannon, pushing the serving cart, ran to Gingy and Cannon on their way to the kitchen. Oh, it's Gingy. Did you leave Maria an umbrella?
Umbrella? What are you talking about?
Right. Ooh, I heard that when it started raining, Maria was alone in the rose garden. She said she borrowed an umbrella for someone here, but we don't know who it was. It wasn't me. After all, I thought that Maria was in the guest house. When Battler first found her, she was already holding a white umbrella.
My apologies, but it was not me either.
Then you don't think the master possibly?
Everyone in both the dining hall and the place where they were staying had stated that it wasn't them, which meant that only Kenzo was left. But maybe he went down the corridor for some reason. Went back. Went to saw Maria in the road garden without even an umbrella.
The master does not particularly like Maria.
Why? I feel the same. Wait, you don't like Maria either? I feel the same. I can't imagine that. Oh, okay. For Maria's sake, to go to all the trouble of going down the stairs to carry an umbrella to her. Oh my, how troublesome. So that mean that the only one who got Maria an umbrella really was Beatrice? Oh ho ho, Merry Christmas, motherfuckers. Kumasawa laughed, just like the relative in the dining hall laughed it off. She couldn't think of any other way to break through the smoke of violating the current situation. Just then, the crisp sound of hands clapping twice rang through the hallway. They all turned around at once to see that was Goda, who came out of the dining hall. Alright, everyone. When serving the dinner, proper timing in setting the table is essential. Please immediately see to straighten up the soup. Gingy, the women are in the middle of the women are in the middle of important jobs, so please don't get in their way. Oh my God! Wait a minute. Oh my God! Look at Cannon's face. Oh my God, that's the best face ever. Cannon glared at Goda for being rude to Gingy, a person Cannon respected. Gingy realized this, patted Cannon once on the shoulder to warn him. Cannon reluctantly turned away and returned to expression normal.
Obey Goda's orders. There's no hurry to prepare the diner table.
Come on, we have no time. But don't just all around. Gandhi, we'll have some rice and curry. Hurry. Goda grabbed the serving cart from Shannon and steadily pushed it forward towards the kitchen. Now, allow it to return to the kitchen. After all, Goda's tempered very short. Ho ho ho. Doesn't seem like it.
Please excuse me as well.
Kumasawa and Shannon left. Only Gingy and Cannon remained. Through the window, dark of the rainy night could be seen, along with the occasional thunderbolt. Gingy, did Beatrice really return?
I don't know.
I will inform the master.
That is not necessary. If she has truly returned, she will eventually appear before the master on her own accord. Furthermore, she is a fickle person.
What does that mean? She's crazy? Because she cray-cray. You'll see later. Or maybe later, I don't know.
It will be pointless to report the master only to find that she does not appear.
I wonder if that means that the master ceremony has already begun.
Probably. However, that has nothing to do with furniture like us. We must return the favor that we received from the master until our final moments.
Yes, that is a furniture's duty. What do they mean by furniture? Is it like, is that the name for servants? Like their furniture? I guess that's what like what the furniture, I mean not what the servants like, all servants are furniture. Which is like races? I don't know. The thunder crashed once more. Except for that one instant lightning with the sky, all could be seen out the window with darkness of the night. Just as humans rule when the sun is up, the time when the sun is down ruled by those that are not human. The darkness of night that now surround Rokujima was ruled, not by Yushumiya family, but by another master. Did this master take pity on Maria when she was alone and pummeled by the rain, in the rose garden and lend her an umbrella? Ken looked at the rose garden's lights, dimly visible beyond the window. The dim lights were not enough to illuminate the surrounding area. Looking at those lights felt like making eye contact with the witch, and Ken usually averted his gaze. If he didn't, it felt like his eyes would be absorbed by that light. Can the weather change how people act? You often hear stories about things like atmospheric pressure can influence people's moods and physical health. For some reason, everyone's been struggling to clear the gloomy atmosphere. But any conversation was quickly cut off, and the end of the dining hall was simply buried by the sound of the rain. The dessert was some kind of chocolate cake accompanied by sherbet. Goda enthusiastically explained the recipe as soon as the final dish was presented, but I quickly forgot the details. The guest of honor, grandfather, was absent. The weather was horrible, and the person who lent Maria the umbrella was still a mystery. When dinner ended, no one even felt refreshed. It was too late now, but we realized painfully the taste wasn't the only important part of the meal. The whole atmosphere was also critical. Goda, the supposed conductor of the musical piece called Dinner, did his best to live in the place, dropping little jokes left and right, but apparently not one of them succeeded. After taking orders for after-dinner coffee, tea, and orange juice, he left for the kitchen. As soon as he disappeared, Kraus spoke. My, how truly irksome that this dinner which Goda worked so hard to create had been so poorly received.
Yeah, seriously, it feels like nothing would taste good. It's just that kind of mood.
Oh, I want to know why you feel that way. Sometime later, allow me, as your older brother... Hang on. Sorry, sorry about that. Just had a terrible, tickle in my throat. I tried to keep it as long. I didn't want to cough during the video. It's that's on my how I feel. Yeah, I'm doing better. So, come on, Mountain Dew, do your magic. Eva grimped slightly. I had already heard that she was not on good terms with Kraus, but now I could clearly feel it. I looked around, noticed my father and Rosa were also grimacing. Anyhow, it looked like it was something beside the weather that was troubling all of them. Both Eva and my father? They aren't looking too happy. Really? Man, I don't think so. I asked Natsushi, who was sitting on my right, but it looked like she was also in a bad mood. She snapped back as though she was absolutely not interested.
Well, that conversation got a little complicated. It's not something that kids like you need to worry about, Butler. Ha 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 ha. Right now, Sushi, carry it.
Hideyoshi laughed as he spoke, but without his usual brightness, so I could vaguely imagine just how complicated their adult conversation actually become. On top of that, even Natsushi and Kiria, the people have directed his comment to ignore him as though they hadn't heard anything. I didn't know what kind of conversation they'd been having while the kids were away, but it reminded how father had said that he had stomach cramps when he had arrived at the mansion. He does? Wow, what a dick. The family conference might have been a playful reunion to us kids. It was definitely different for the adults. When Yoshi ignored the other adults and awkward silence filled the room, Kirie spoke up.
We were talking about how the kids' career will turn out. What would you do in the future? Just drift out to college? Wouldn't that be a little return that to a long race?
Hey, wait a second. Kirie. I think it's Kirie. Kirie, if you start talking about something like that in the middle of a meal, it won't digest well and we'll all get constipated. Oh my god. We'll all get constipated, right?
That's right. We were talking about Butler and Jessica's careers. You can't take the future too seriously.
Hiyoshi heartily agreed that they really had been talking about but that was probably wrong. Kiri had obviously trying to avoid talking about something. However, Kiri had determined that this was the best course of action for now, and she probably was right. Taking this into account, I'll cast aside my suspicion the cause behind Eva and Dad's bad moods. At long last, the serving chart returned, filled with coffee and tea. Kumasan and Cannon served to everyone. Gordon explained that with this, nice dinner was over. If I had been able to eat more in a cheerful mood, it might have been the best dinner in my life. It was a shame that this best dinner couldn't have been under the best conditions.
George, is dinner over now? Over?
Yes. Wait, when this dinner is finished. That's not ladylike. Stay in your seat and call me drink up.
Ooh.
Maria looked like she was really excited about the occasionally crashing thunder. Maybe she wanted to quickly finish eating and run over to the window. She'd been fidgeting for a while, waiting for the meal to end. Some people are afraid of thunder, while others find it interesting. Maria was apparently one of the latter. Or is it later? No, it's the latter. Therefore, when she heard from George that dinner was over, a huge smile broke across her face. She then stood from her seat, took out her handbag, which had been under her seat, never having it left while she was eating, and began fishing around inside of it. Look at that face! Look at her face! No one seemed particularly concerned with this behavior. What's this? This? Where did you get this? George was the first to notice. As he spoke, now it's suddenly third perspective. Battler also noticed. When they looked, they noted that Maria was holding a beautiful Western-style envelope. Hey, it's how we get into it's like in America. Over the envelope, choose from your friend request, the one-winged eagle was done to go and wait. Isn't Sephiroth one? Oh, he's the one-winged angel. Freedom bird was done in a gold leaf. Leaf? Wait, so leaf? Okay. Furthermore, the fact it was sealed with dark red wax made it clear that it was something that Maria could not have brought as a prank. Maria, what? Wait, man, Maria, what that? Seeing that Chuchi had also noted the strength of the envelope that Maria was holding. Could her voice sound too serious for to be? When she small child, the other relatives around her finally noticed. What happened now, Sushi? Did you finally turn back ghetto? What is that? Maria, where did you pick that up? That envelope has Kenzo's. And Sushi muttered that, and Nando muttered that even us kids can understand why everyone seemed to be frozen solid. The envelope that Maria held up one of the Umineko family's head custom-made envelope for private use. In other words, it could only one thing. The envelope contained a message from Kenzo. Oh, what is an envelope like that doing here? It looks like something interesting to jump out of this.
Just have a pick.
Ooh, no way, Maria will read it. Maria was told to read it to everyone.
He actually tried to snatch out the envelope from Maria's hands, but he protected by hugging it. I can imagine him like going for it and he falls in the ground. He's like, oh! And he flops like a fish.
Hey, don't you can't be your trained kid, a child. Maria, where'd you get this envelope? Ooh, I got it from Beatrice when she gave me the umbrella.
Jesus!
She told Maria to read to everyone after the meal was over.
Mama's getting the mail.
Maria is the witch's me messenger. Ooh.
Messenger? The witch of the island sure likes to mess around. Belle tried to joke about it, but no one went along with him. Aww. He's like, Come on, guys. Come on. Go with my joke.
I wonder what's written inside of it, Maria. Ooh, read it. Ooh.
Maria casually opened the envelope. It was sealed only with wax, so she just had to remove the sealing wax to open it. That sealing wax fell into the desk. Hideyoshi hastily picked it up and stared fixedly at it. He then sat at the center of the table where Natsushi, Kyrie, and Nanda glared at it. In sealing wax, usually mere friend request, which also Kenzo's personal crest, the one-winged eagle. Eagle? Eagle? I don't know. I'm drunk. Excuse me for that. This is the family head. Wait. This is the family head bird in the crib. I know because I have received a letter from Kenzo before. Without doubt, this is Kenzo's seal wax.
But in magical being several instant seals, for example, there one kind of seal whacking off of it.
Is she gonna read it? Like, seriously? No, Kenzo would always have to ring on his finger. His proof of the Umineko family headship was when the wax was sealed. This shape and color are definitely Kenzo's seal. This is not necessarily so. Either family must have received a letter from father at least once. Can't eliminate the possibility that someone using that wax as a model created a fake seal to pass himself off as father. I agree. No matter how the seal resembles father, we can't prove that it is a real thing. Therefore, it doesn't prove that this envelope came from father. I feel the same way. I cannot approve of our abilities deciding that this is father's letter only by the seal of the wax. Dr. Nacho, can you be more discerning with your vague words? I apologize, I say it too much. One after another, all the siblings, from Krauson and downward, rejected Nacho's statement. Sending of what Marie was told him had not necessarily been sent by Kenzo. They were afraid. Good no intention were written in there, and they feared from the bottom of their heart that it might be more assiduously on. Sorry about that. Maria, the person who gave you that envelope was the same person who lent the umbrella, right? Ew! I don't know what ew means. Is it true? What just... I thought my mic wasn't recording. I'm like, what?
Ew! Yes! Ew!
So in other words, the witch, Beatrice, gave Maria that envelope along with the umbrella? Is she gonna read it? Like, she's like, I'm gonna read it! And they're like, oh, let's discuss about it before she reads it. Ew! Maria nodded forcefully. I agree with my husband. It's a dubious letter handed from a suspicious part. It's not worth reading. Nothing wrong with just reading it, right? Pat said to Jessica in a small voice, trying to act tough. Nothing she heard him clearly and glared at him with threatening eyes.
And then, Peter told you to read it when the meal's over, right, Maria?
Ew! It's alright, everyone. Missing the grapevine envelope to Beatrice's. Who cares who wrote it? Why can't we hear what's inside before we decide?
That's right. Even if I didn't necessarily write, I'm still concerned about its contents. Maria, I'm sorry. I tried to take it from you by force earlier. I apologize. Will you read it aloud in front of everyone?
Maria, read it.
Ew!
As all the relatives stared fiercely at Maria, she spread the letter open with a rustle. Do you think it really is father's letter? Shut the fuck up. I want to know what's going on. Her father not something like this in the past. If he hadn't done so directly, he would send Gingy, right? I can't believe that he would use such a joke-like approach. That's right, Maria. A messenger. That's serious. That's one of his hobbies. Rosa, could it be Maria trying to surprise us with some kind of hidden prank? Well, Maria's not really a kid who's capable of doing anything so... I always like Maria's an idiot.
Read it! Ew!
The words came out of Maria's mouth, but for some reason I felt like her voice was different than usual. Everything went suddenly quiet.
Welcome to Rokijima, members of the Ushamiya family. I am Beatrice, the alchemist for this family employed by Kenzo himself.
How absurd.
Quiet!
I have served for many years in the accordance with your contact, but on this day, Kenzo had announced the final suspension of this contract. Therefore, I ask you to acknowledge my resignation from the position of family alchemist from this day forth.
Hell, foolish. What nonsense. I can't let it listen to this.
And now there is one part of the contract that must be explained to all present. I, Beatrice, want Kenzo a vast quantity of gold under certain terms. One of these terms specifies that all the gold is to be returned to me on the termination of the contract. Furthermore, I am to receive everything out of Ushamiya family's interest.
Ridiculous. It's been very ridiculous from the very beginning. So it's basically one of those things, right? Doesn't it sound like just one of those contracts with the devil? They're trying to express they've come to collect the interest. She's trying to grab some retirement money for old age or something? What a cheeky witch. Battler, no, not the time to joke around. Don't make a face like that. I can make fun of this. What can I make fun of? Oh, Battler. At the same time, some of the adult faces were pale, while others were completely shocked.
After hearing this, you will now feel as though Kenzo had been savagely ruthless. However, Kenzo did append a special clause through the contract that you would have a chance to perceive your wealth and honor. If and only if that special clause is fulfilled, I lose my right to the gold and interest for all eternity.
A special clause? What is it?
Special clause. Beatrice retains the right to collect the gold and However, if someone is able to discover the hidden gold of this contract, Beatrice must abandon these rights for all time. The collection of my interest will proceed shortly, but if any of you fulfill the terms of this special clause, I shall return everything, including the portion that had already been collected. Furthermore, at the first step in this collection of Kenzo's debt, I have taken possession of the Ushamiya family head's ring, and dignified the passion of the Ushamiya family catch it from one individual to another. I ask that you confirm this for yourself by examining the imprint on the wax's seal.
Does it really say that? That father would ring us his wing to is unthinkable. Kraus was staring at the ceiling wax as though he was trying to burn a hole through it. Even Ralph were doing the same over his shoulder. I'm sure this old feeling that something was missed from Kenzo's feeling when we were playing chess. Now, Joe, don't say I'm so careless because of your vague memory.
We can't prove that good day. We can determine whether the father has really been handed over to his ring when his letter told true by him director.
That's right. It's just as Kyrie said. Do you really think that Kenzo will tell you? After all, that person's father is someone impossible to predict using common sense. No matter what happens, it's still nonsense. The first place, the illusion of the gold itself is a fake. If you want to talk about non-existent gold, leave me out of it.
But this is a witch speaking, right? About all the inheritance and all of the gold assets would be handed over to the one who finds the gold, right? So this can mean that Beatrice's father's legal advisor, may be in charge of his funds.
We can't buy some drain burden with heritage of peanut butter to a child. Brother, let's be frank. It is possible. I want to hear the rest of the letter. Is it possible that someone you don't know is actually handling father's assets? No, it's impossible. It's into the head I am control of all father's assets. There shouldn't be anyone who can freely do this without me knowing it. So in other words, there's some assets that you're not in control of, Kraus. Hell, foolish, there's no way something like that exists.
It does exist. Some of the father's property that brother doesn't control.
There's no way something like that exists. Girl.
Now it does. That baby father, now Beatrice is sitting gold.
Let me make it simple. In short, father is trusted, confident that brother doesn't even know. Furthermore, this person has always been in charge of watching and managing the gold. It's possible that this family is a diligent of a very rich family who proved his financing in the first place under the guise of a devil's contract.
Could it be that the company called Beatrice trying to hit which of some time will fit and pay back gold?
What Curious said was something that was made by soon wanted to be made clear. Upon reflection, it realized that Kinzo's straight appetite always hung in the hall beneath the portrait of the witch. Aloud had also been whispered to the one who saw the puzzle receive everything. No one had clearly stated it. It was just something that everyone had hoped might be true. That had, right there, right now, been clearly expressed by Beatrice's letter. It clearly specified that everyone in the Umineko family would be able to be the one who found the gold.
Kenzo has already publicly displayed the location of the hidden gold within the epitaph under my portrait. The rule applies to you is also who read the epitaph. If you discover the gold, I shall return everything to you. Tonight, I ask that you enjoy your battle of wits with Kenzo to the fullest. As new players tonight will be both intellectual and elegant. Beatrice the Golden.
I think this was a lot creepier in the anime. Father, I know you can hear me. Please respond. Sort of Kenzo's study was being violently beaten against over and over like a persecution instrument. The screen from the other side were Rouse's, Rudolph, and sometimes Edith's voice. It was siblings who were trying to intrude upon Kenzo's study to question about the letter trooping on the mysterious letter. Kenzo was eating. An elegant tablecloth sat over the desk, and family's dinner that colored table down the dining hall was once again laid out. Okay, I'm going to end the episode off here because I'm afraid that I'm going to be coughing more and Kenzo's going to go on a rant, so thank you guys for watching and subscribe for more, bitches. Actually, you guys aren't bitches, but you know what I mean.